I have been the executive director at the Lougheed House since late 2013, so 4 years. My fondest memory of Christmas at the Lougheed House probably is the gala event, because it's an opportunity for the community to come and for us to thank everyone who's been involved in Lougheed House Christmas, but also as a way to connect with donors and members and thank them for their support of the house throughout the year. So it's been going for at least 10 years, I think. And I think when you think of Victorian traditions, people think of Christmas. Victorian Christmas was really when, in the Western world, Christmas got going, and really first began during Victoria's rule. So her husband was German, and of course the Germans have a long Christmas tradition. So that's how it got going in Britain. So to have Christmas here and to evoke those ideas of the past, I think was how it really all got started. So actually, this is the first time I've ever worked in a historic site. Usually I've worked in galleries and museums. And what I like about working in a historic space is that people really react physically and kinetically to the place, the space. And so I really appreciate how the community connects with this place and what it means for the past, and the idea that people have actually lived here and raised their kids here. I mean, that all for people is an immediate kind of connection. And so that's, one reason why I'm involved. And also I think historic spaces have a lot. They say in Britain, actually, those who visit historic sites, the National Trust, those kinds of places, are deemed to have like a better physical health and wellness about them if they go to these places. So the idea that you have a healthier, more interesting and diverse community when history remains to help connect us from the past to a shared future, that's really why I'm involved.
One of the reasons I got chosen to be a part of this project was a dear friend of mine who I went to school with introduced me to Kirsten Evanston, and it kind of took flight after that. We had some phone conversations, and then we met in person, and then we decided that I was going to be a really good fit for the house and the project. I'm a sparkle, glitter kind of gal, and anybody that knows me knows that I like sparkle and glitter, so I would have to say that all the pieces sort of intertwine together to make it the most spectacular pieces that I love for Christmas, actually, and any time of the year. I never had family that celebrated Christmas, so for me, the holidays is very exciting because I have a little son who just thrives on Christmas. He knows who Santa is at only 2.5, and it's all about friends and family, and new friends and old friends getting together for the holidays and just celebrating the spirit of Christmas and gathering together and uniting, and just enjoying what we have as Christmas has to offer, which is togetherness and family and friends. I think it goes back to my grandmother because she was in that era, in that time frame to some degree. My great-grandmother, and going to Grandma's house, it was always always well put together. There was like nothing was out of place, and it was the glitter and glamour and the history and the historical features behind that and what Granny had to offer. So coming into a home such as the Lougheed home has established where we are today in history and where we're going tomorrow. CCS Designs has huge network of people that we go into offices and homes and businesses, and we create that one-of-a-kind custom piece place. We can fit any kind of budget, any kind of theme, any decorations that you're looking for, and stay within a certain budget and time frame, so we're not getting out of control. Because really, I am an out of control kind of gal, and the glitter shows. So our packages can vary just depending on what it is that you're looking for.
Oh, well, this is not only designated as a National Historic Site of importance to the country, a provincial historic resource of importance to everyone in Alberta, and important to Calgary as well. It was built out here on the prairie, out of town, really, and the family moved in 1891. Right around this time, late November, early December. I think I opened my big mouth in the late 1980s and suggested that the building really was important and needed to be restored and used by everyone, by the public, by visitors to Calgary and by Calgarians. And I was part of the project to restore the building and develop the programming for the reuse of the facility. In fact, a surprising amount, including these absolutely beautiful cherubs and dentils in the ceiling here in the drawing room. One of the finest ceilings in all of Western Canada. But the cherubs are really special. And during the restoration, in order to make the building usable as a public facility, they had to strengthen all of the floor loads to bring it up to building code. And so they didn't want to disturb the cherubs. Lougheed House has wonderful programming for schools and for families. But one of the things that I found was that children love stories. And so I wrote Clarence's Engine. It's a lovely little story about Clarence. The family moved in 1891. They moved from the middle of the little town of Calgary, away out here, and in the kerfuffle of the move, Clarence lost his very favorite toy, a model Canadian Pacific Railway steam locomotive. And so the story is about his search, both at the other house and when they moved out here, he searched everywhere to try to find his toy. And I'm going to read the story at the Christmas event on the 2 Sunday afternoons, so you'll have to come and hear whether Clarence finds his toy or not.